students, today I will talk about how a diesel engine works, and then I will talk about the combustion process in diesel engine, the phases of combustion and the knocking phenomenon happening inside the diesel engine. So let's start. Let's understand that how a diesel engine works. See, in diesel engine there is a piston cylinder system, and it works, the principle of working is it sucks some air inside the cylinder by movement of piston. It takes some air inside the cylinder and that air is compressed adiabatically. Means air is taken inside and that is compressed inside the cylinder and by adiabatic action. Now what happens? Due to adiabatic compression, the pressure of air rises as well as temperature also rises, like this. So pressure and temperature both rises. So in case the temperature of air at the end of compression becomes higher than the self-ignition temperature of the fuel, that is diesel, in that case diesel is injected inside a cylinder, then it will catch fire and heat is added. It is as simple as that. What is self-ignition temperature of fuel? Self-ignition temperature is that temperature at which any fuel catches fire without any showing of flame to it. Like, alright? So what happens in diesel engine? That it takes in some air, compresses it adiabatically. Due to compression, adiabatic compression, the temperature and pressure rises to very high magnitudes. So due to increased temperature, in case the temperature is higher than the self-ignition temperature of the fuel, in that case diesel is injected inside the cylinder, it catches fire and by this way heat is added. So when heat is developed inside, then it develops even higher pressure. Means after the end of compression, when heat is more added, then the pressure goes to even higher level. So that develops work done over the piston. That pressure is used to push the piston and to get the work done. So that work done is ultimately linked to the crankshaft of the engine. And after working, the entire burnt remains. Means when work is done, in that case the burnt gases are still inside the cylinder, so those burnt gases are expelled out. So this is what the principle of working of diesel engine. So once again, how it works: it takes inside some air from atmosphere, it compresses it. Due to compression, the temperature goes to higher level, high magnitude. So at the end of compression, diesel fuel or whatever fuel is used, actually the technical name of diesel engine is compression ignition engine, but generally the fuel used for compression ignition engine is diesel, so therefore its name is diesel engine. So at the end of compression, when the temperature is very high, diesel is injected inside. So due to high temperature, the diesel catches fire and by this way heat is added to the system. Due to addition of heat, the energy is added to the system, so and as well as pressure of the system rises to high level. So that high pressure pushes the piston and does work over the piston, and that work in turn rotates the crankshaft, and ultimately whatever burnt remains are there inside the cylinder, those are expelled out. So this is how diesel engine works. Now let's see the working of diesel engine with its various principal components. You can see the principal diagram of diesel engine over here. It is containing a piston which reciprocates inside a cylinder between the two extremities, that is the top dead center and bottom dead center. It is having a inlet valve and an exhaust valve. And over here I am talking about the 4-stroke diesel engine. So these are the components of 4-stroke diesel engine. So there is an inlet valve and exhaust valve, and there is a fuel injector, you can see over the cylinder head, and there is a air filter which is connected to the inlet valve. From outside it is connected to the inlet valve like this, and the connecting rod of piston is connected to a flywheel which in turn rotate about an axis, and that axis is what the crankshaft is. Now what happens? The first stroke is the suction stroke. Out of 4 strokes, the first stroke is the suction stroke. So imagine the piston is at top dead center and the inlet valve opens. In suction stroke, what happens? The inlet valve automatically opens like this and piston moves toward the bottom dead center. So what will be done then? That it will suck the air inside through the air filter. The job of air filter is to remove the dust and debris from air. So when piston will move from TDC to BDC, and with this opening of inlet valve, it will suck inside fresh air. So this is the suction stroke. Now after the end of suction stroke, the inlet valve is closed, means when the piston reaches the bottom dead center, the inlet valve closes and the piston again rises up. So what will happen? Since both the valves are closed, so air which is sucked inside will now be compressed. So this is what called as compression stroke, and due to this compression temperature and pressure, both the quantities of air will rise to high magnitudes. Now when the compression ends, means the ultimate compression, when the piston reaches the TDC, then the temperature of air becomes very high. So since the temperature is very high, now by the help of fuel injector, diesel, the droplets, fine droplets of diesel fuel are injected inside, so it catches fire. So by this way heat is added to the system. Now what will happen? High pressure is developed in the system. It will push the piston. So due to this pushing, work is developed like this. So the next stroke is the working stroke. So this is the only stroke in which work is actually developed by the engine. So ultimately the piston is pushed automatically, spontaneously from TDC to BDC due to high pressure of burn gas. When the piston reaches the bottom dead center, then the entire work is done. Now what happens? The exhaust valve automatically opens and the next stroke is the exhaust stroke. So whatever the burnt gases which are there inside the cylinder are expelled out through the exhaust valve. Now by this way the cycle completes. So the first stroke is, in diesel engine, the first stroke is the inlet valve opens, the air is sucked inside by the piston, it moves from TDC to BDC. Now at the BDC the inlet valve automatically closes and piston moves in upward direction, compressing the gas. So due to compression, the temperature and pressure of air rises to high magnitudes. So in case the temperature rises, means it is made so the temperature rises beyond the self-ignition temperature of diesel. So at the end of compression stroke, diesel is injected and it catches fire inside it. So when it catches fire, it does work done over the piston by pushing it. It is the working stroke. At the end of working stroke, the exhaust valve opens and the exhaust burnt gases are expelled out of the cylinder like this. So actually in suction and compression and exhaust, work is done on the system, and only the working stroke is the stroke by which work is developed by the system. But work developed by the system in working stroke is of higher magnitude as compared to that of the total work done required for suction, compression and exhaust. So ultimately we get the balance work done, the net work done of the crankshaft by one cycle. That work done is what used for meeting the loads. Now let's understand the phases of combustion in diesel engine. So I will talk particularly about what happens in the combustion process of diesel engine. The combustion happens at the end of compression stroke when diesel is injected. So what happens in combustion? We know this thing that at the end of compression the diesel fuel is injected inside. So actually a train of diesel molecules gets entry inside the cylinder and it takes some time. For example, suppose in one puff total 10 million molecules of diesel are going to enter inside the cylinder like this. Now suppose it takes 10 milliseconds, means we can consider this that in 1 millisecond total 1 million molecules of diesel are entering inside like this. Now what happens? That suppose the injection has just begun, means now total 10 million molecules will enter inside in 10 milliseconds. So what happens? Just when the molecule starts entering inside the cylinder, they doesn't catches fire. For example, that suppose in first millisecond 1 million molecules entered inside and not caught fire. In second millisecond another 1 million molecules of diesel entered inside and not caught fire. In third millisecond 1 more million of diesel molecules entered inside and not caught fire. But as soon as fourth millisecond comes and 1 more million of diesel molecules are added, all the 4 million molecules which are collected up to 4th millisecond catches fire at once. So it happens like this. I am talking 4 milliseconds. Actually, it can be 5 milliseconds or 2 milliseconds, or the magnitude can differ. But actually, I am trying to talk about the context that when the train of diesel molecules enters inside, then just at the entry, in the beginning of combustion, just at the entry, it doesn't catches fire, but it takes some time. So up to that much time, diesel molecules enters inside and accumulates inside the cylinder like this. So that time duration means the initiation of injection of diesel molecules and the beginning of combustion. That time duration is called as ignition delay. So what happens? What is ignition delay? That when diesel fuel molecules enter inside the cylinder, then just at the entry they doesn't catches fire, it takes some time for initiation of the flame. So that time duration is what called as ignition delay. So when ignition delay ends, then whatever molecules are collected inside, they catches fire at once. All the molecules, whatever collected inside. So when after ignition delay, the molecules which are accumulated inside catches fire at once. So this is the second phase of combustion called as uncontrolled combustion. So we have now learnt the two phases of combustion, that is the ignition delay and the uncontrolled combustion. Once again summarize. Ignition delay is the time period between the start of injection of diesel molecules inside the cylinder and the formation of flame like this. So when ignition delay ends up, then whatever molecules which are already collected inside, they catches fire at once. So the second phase is called as uncontrolled combustion, because now the combustion has begun. Now what happens after the end of uncontrolled combustion? Next, whichever molecule of diesel will enter inside will catch fire just at the entry. The reason is that already flame has been developed. Already flame is developed. So whichever diesel molecule will go inside by now, it will catch fire at the same time. So the next phase is the train of molecules are entering inside, but now those molecules will catch fire at the entrance itself. So the next phase is the controlled combustion phase. So ignition delay, then uncontrolled combustion, then the controlled combustion phase. And when all the molecules of diesel enters inside burns, still it can be possible that some molecules doesn't burn due to some unknown reasons. They burn afterwards. So that phase is called as after burning. So total 4 phases of combustion are there in diesel engine combustion, and not diesel engine combustion, in any combustion ignition engine is having such type of phases. So let's summarize about all the phases. The first phase is ignition delay. What is it? That when compression ends, then the diesel molecules starts entering inside the cylinder. So just at the time they are entering inside, it doesn't catches fire. It takes some time duration. So that time duration between the initiation of entrance of diesel molecules inside and catching of fire, that time duration is called as ignition delay. When the ignition delay ends up, then the molecules which entered inside or accumulated inside up to this much time, means at the end of ignition delay, all those molecules will catch fire at once. So due to this thing, heat is developed at once, so very high pressure is developed inside. So this phase is called as uncontrolled combustion, because all the molecules catches fire at once. Next is when further diesel molecules enters inside, they catch fire at the entrance itself. The reason is already flame is developed in the uncontrolled combustion phase. So the molecules will go inside and catch fire just at the entrance. Ultimately, when all the molecules entered inside, still there can be possible that some molecules aren't burnt inside due to some unknown reason. So they burns afterwards. It is called as after burning. Now let's understand what knocking is. Knocking is sudden rise of pressure inside the piston cylinder system of an internal combustion engine. So sudden rise means the pressure shoots up in a very small interval of time. So in diesel combustion, can you tell that which is the phase at which there is sudden pressure rise? That is the uncontrolled combustion, and that happens at the end of ignition delay. Now if you will consider a little, then you will find that longer the ignition delay will be, greater the amount of diesel molecules collected inside for combustion, greater the amount of heat will be developed in uncontrolled combustion then, and it will give greater amount of pressure rise in a small interval of time. So it is understood or not? It is very simple to understand that in case ignition delay time is long, since molecules are going inside and collecting inside, so longer ignition delay, it means more amount of molecules accumulation inside the cylinder. So in case in uncontrolled combustion, more amount of molecules will burn at once, then more amount of pressure will develop in a short interval of time. So this is what the knocking phenomenon in diesel engine. So one thing is clear, that greater is the ignition delay time, greater the tendency of engine to knock. So simple. So it means in case ignition delay is smaller, suppose the total amount of fuel which enter inside is 10 lakh molecules. Suppose it is, this number is only suppose, however the number of molecules can be even more or smaller. So 10 million molecules are supposed to enter inside and 1 million molecules are entering per millisecond. So in case ignition delay is of 2 milliseconds, then at the end of ignition delay only 2 million molecules will burn. So it will give a smaller pressure rise at once as compared to that of in case ignition delay would have been 4 or 5 milliseconds. So it leads to 5 million molecules to enter inside the system, and in the uncontrolled combustion phase 5 million molecules will burn at once and it will give to higher pressure rise. So small ignition delay means less amount of pressure rise at once and a small duration of time, and greater ignition delay means greater amount of molecules are collecting in uncontrolled combustion phase and greater amount of pressure rise in a small duration of time. So for diesel combustion, the combustion will lead to less knocking in case fuel is of such kind which is having smaller ignition delay. So this is what the concept of knocking is. Now which thing will control the knocking? There are two prominent things, aspects which control the knocking in diesel engine. First is the temperature of diesel engine. Why temperature? See, what is the reason of ignition delay? The main reason of ignition delay is, see, combustion is a sort of chemical reaction, we know this thing, that combustion is a sort of chemical reaction. So what happens, that when the compression stroke ends, the air is hot inside the cylinder. So when the molecule of diesel goes inside, now it has to combust in the hot air. Since combustion is a sort of chemical reaction, so first of all the reactants has to reach to their excited state so that they can combine with each other, chemically they can combine. So for reaching to that excited state, they consume some amount of energy. So in case temperature is more, then reaching to excited state will take less amount of time as compared to that temperature is less. So in case the temperature of diesel engine is more, the cylinder temperature or the temperature after compression of air, in case temperature is high, then the ignition delay becomes small and it leads to lesser amount of knocking. So cold diesel engine will knock more as compared to that of hot diesel engine. Second reason of knocking in diesel engine is the quality of fuel. It can be possible that fuel is of such kind that at a particular temperature, longer amount of ignition delay as compared to that of any other kind of fuel. So that index which tells that how much the ignition delay of fuel will be, that is called as C10 number. Means greater the C10 number of fuel is, smaller the ignition delay of the fuel will be, and it will lead to lesser amount of knocking. So two prominent and chief reason of knocking in diesel engine are the temperature of diesel engine cylinder, piston cylinder system, and the temperature after compression of air. So that temperature, greater the temperature is, lesser the amount of knocking would be. So this is the reason that with long running, the tendency of knocking of diesel engine reduces, because in the long run the temperature of diesel engine becomes more high. So in long run diesel engines are more suitable. Like this. Second reason is cetane number of the fuel. So greater is the cetane number of fuel, smaller will be the ignition delay period, and smaller the knocking would be. Now what are the effects of knocking on engine? Remember that knocking is an element of engine. Means in case an engine knocks, then it can lead to failure of engine operation, or can lead to decrement in longevity of engine, means age of engine can reduce. It is because that we know that knocking happens in diesel engine in uncontrolled combustion phase. So in uncontrolled combustion phase, in case pressure rise is very high, very steep, means in small duration of time the pressure rise is very high, then it gives a jerk over the piston. So since piston is made up of aluminum alloy which is not having that much strength, then it can be possible that piston is unable to bear that much pressure rise in small duration of time. So it can lead to breakage of the crown of piston. Crown is the topmost part of the piston. Or it can be possible that some other link, because that jerk is ultimately transferred to the crankshaft via various links, that is the piston pin, then connecting rod, then crank pin, like this. So that jerk is transferred to all the elements which are connected further from the piston. So anywhere it can lead to either failure of the part, or it can lead to development of play in bushes and bearings, like this. So knocking is a curse for an engine. The pressure rise in the engine inside the cylinder must be smooth. For example, in controlled combustion phase the pressure rise is smooth, because the fuel molecules gets enter inside, and just at the entry they burn. There is no as such type of delay period and then burning at once. But in case of this uncontrolled combustion, what happens that after delay period, when lot many molecules of fuel are collected inside, then they burns at once, so it leads to high pressure rise. I have already talked about that, and which leads to knocking. Thank you.